Alcohol. I want to talk a little bit about alcohol for a second here. I have never drank any beer or wine or anything like that in my entire life. I haven't even had a sip of it. I've been offered it before, but I turned it down because, for one, I didn't like the way it smelled, and I just don't believe that it's good for my health, and so I don't drink it. And not only that, but there's a verse in the Bible in Proverbs 23:29-32, which you can read. Anyways, it talks about how alcohol can bring sorrow, contention, stupidity, and wounds. And it speaks that we shouldn't even look upon it. And, alcohol in and of itself is not sin, but if you become, drunk with it, then that is a sin, And the temptation is there today for a lot of people to drink in excess. And, if you're going out to a party with a bunch of people, they're not just going to have, a beer or whatever. Maybe they will, but more than likely, the reason for going is to get drunk and, to get smashed and get, have a big party, and because they use alcohol as a form to escape from perhaps a lot of their problems in their life. It helps to numb perhaps their emotional pain. And a lot of people use alcohol as an outlet to help, deal with problems that they're experiencing in their life. There's probably other reasons too. I'm just telling you from the knowledge that I have and what I understand. So, I don't ever drink alcohol. I don't think that it's healthy for us. And I think that there's a lot healthier beverages. I don't believe that people have to have fun with just drinking alcohol. I mean, you can have juice, you can have, homemade soda, with real sarsaparilla root that has health benefits. Yeah, you can drink healthy things and you can have a lot of fun with that, and you can still party and have a party with people, but drink something healthy for you that's actually good for you. You could make a bunch of blueberry smoothies or something. Yeah, maybe it's not the same thing as drinking, beer or stuff like that, but at least, what's the point of going to a party? To have fun. Well, drinking beer and that stuff, to me, that's not fun. And to a lot of people, it is. But, what's so fun about damaging your body? They say a lot of times, you'll never experience life if you don't do these things. Well, I'm telling you, I'm living right now, and I'm experiencing life, I think, to a really great deal. And, I don't see how I'm experiencing more life by doing something destructive to myself, because it is destructive. I mean, alcohol can cause a fatty liver. It can cause stupidity. You can't see a lot of times straight when you drink in excess. Now, if you're not drinking in excess and you're having a little bit, then you can enjoy that. I suppose. Again, it's really a personal choice, but I'm just explaining it to you guys from what I know and understand. And the other thing I want to mention is that, I have never smoked once in my entire life. I have never touched a cigarette ever in my entire life. And so yeah, I've never drank and I've never smoked and I've never done marijuana or drugs or anything like that. And I'm 25 years old. And, a lot of people laugh at me and they say, "You haven't experienced life yet, Sam, because you haven't done all of these things." That's not for me, guys. That's not for me, and I don't see anything good about it. And I'm enjoying life, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I wish more people would think more where I'm coming from. And because a lot of times, people that will smoke and drink and all these things, it leads them down a path of a lot of suffering. You know, maybe they'll get cancer or something. It's just not a good situation when you really think about it. Somebody I used to mow the lawn for, this was a guy who smoked all his life, and he had this big tumor on the back of his back, and he had this oxygen tank hooked up to him. And anyways, he was in pain, and he was on all these drugs and medications, and he died inside of his home, and his whole family was there, and his daughters, smoked too. Well, this is what he told his daughters before he died. He said, don't smoke. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And that was his wisdom that he left to his daughters. And of course, they didn't listen to him. They're still smoking. And I think that's really sad. That here clearly, this father cared about his daughters and doesn't want his daughters to end up in the same position, circumstance that he's in. And not that they will, but it's still not a good thing. And it's not a good thing for, the environment. It's not a good thing for babies. And, when you think about it, if babies are around and you're smoking, it's terrible for babies. It's like, child abuse. Yeah, if people know it's child abuse, and they know that they shouldn't smoke around little children that are in the back seat of their car, then why do they do it themselves? So, my message in this video, I guess, is just to encourage you guys not to smoke, not to drink, and lead a healthy lifestyle and take care of yourself. Drink water, drink fresh juice, make smoothies, drink healthy things, and don't be smoking, because we're not designed to smoke things in. We're designed to breathe in oxygen and air. Keep your lungs healthy and clean, and take care of yourself, because it's much more worth it in the end. And that's using wisdom.